Before everyone else catches on, here are the most untapped areas of Monmouth County to buy or invest in. Because everybody knows, Monmouth County has become a very expensive place to live. However, I think these options that Jersey John will provide for you are absolutely prime for people starting out and or starting investing, because your equity rising there could give you options over the next handful of years. And I'm also not just giving you towns, I'm giving you specific areas of towns. First up is West Keansburg, which is a section of Hazlet Township. I'm going to give you number 2 because I think that they belong together in this conversation. And that's North Middletown, part of Middletown Township. West Keansburg and North Middletown both sit right next to Keansburg. I've talked about Keansburg, honestly, as of 3 years ago. However, it still has a pretty long way to go. And from what we saw with the rise of Asbury Park, some of the areas just outside of it benefited greatly in their renaissance, namely areas like Bradley Beach and Ocean Grove. North Middletown has Middletown schools to fall back on, and West Keansburg has Hazlet schools to fall back on. You could be close to the renaissance, and that makes those two areas a buy. Next up is the west side of Red Bank. There's a lot of multifamily housing on that side, but I do think the massive amount of development coming to right around the train station will really start to bleed into the west side of Red Bank over the next several years. One of my absolute favorite areas to be buying into is the Fruit Street section of Tinton Falls. Again, guys, we're getting granular here, and I just sold an off-market deal here. Tinton Falls is a great town. You have affordable price points. Apple Street Kitchen, heard it's great. And again, you're right in the Netflix corridor. If you've seen what's happened to Shrewsbury over the last 3 to 4 years, don't be surprised if this area of Tinton Falls sees something very, very similar over the next handful of years. Again, moving further south, I absolutely love Neptune City and the area of Neptune Township right around Jersey Shore Medical. You're not far from the beach. Development is starting to come west of the train tracks. And while areas like Shark River Hills have already been tapped, this area is again primed for some great equity rise over the next handful of years. And last up, for people looking at the shore, and it's certainly not cheap, I think West Belmar has a ton of potential for the future. Near the marina, near downtown, bike ride to the beach, great elementary school. It's got a lot of great things like Spring Lake Heights did 8 years ago.